Team Elite Savij. I'm going to profile my Salamangreat deck. It may not be the best deck in the meta right now because I think it got power crept, but it's close to my heart. So I finished it and let's get it. Okay guys, so let's start with this deck profile. We're going to play one God Gazelle. It's at one Falco. I honestly don't know why I play this still. I never use it, but it's good at some point in games, but I just keep it, whatever. I play two Jaguars. This card is busted. I love this card. It attacks for gain. It attacks for defense and does piercing, and then, you know, it's recursion for your deck, which is really nice. Two Foxies. Foxy's good for the first effect, and then it's good for popping cards on the board. Like, there can only be one. If you don't control no cybers, then you can pop there can only be one, which is nice.
Hey, so I know people used to play Foxy at 3 before. What's the reason why it just got cut down now?
I honestly don't know. I just know that they reduced the Salamangreat lineup a lot, so you can play more hand traps, just kind of try to combat the meta.
Yeah.
But the problem is that since there's other cards out now that just, like Dragoon and other cards that just overpower this deck now, so it's hard to play again. Hard to play this for me. Spiny at 2, and then you're gonna play your Lady Debug at 3. Some people play the other card. I don't like it, so I play this one because I'm just trying to get to my Gazelle as fast as possible. Parallel Exceeds is really good because it chain blocks, and then you go into some of your rank 4s that you use, and that's basically all the Cybers monsters you play. The hand traps you play is 3 Nibru's. Nibru's is pretty good if they don't have a negate on the board by their 5th summon. Ash Blossom is good. It's just good in general. It's surprisingly just really good for anything. And then Phantasmate is good too, but he's not the best. Sometimes you probably want to play Effect Veiler instead, or in certain matchups you want to play this, but I probably would prefer Effect Veiler over this. And that's it for the hand traps. Okay, on the spells lineup, I play 3 Will of the Salamangreat. I know a lot of people reduce this down to 2 as well, but I always love this card. It's like a soul charge, so why would you play less? So I'm going to play 3 until
I'm having to pay.
Yeah, so I'm going to play 3. Pot is great. I played 5 games today, and out of 5 games, 3 of the 5 games I pot into a pot, so that's amazing. You know, it's the luck of the game, I guess. Silent Mining is great. Gets you to your Gazelle. You have like 7 ways or 8 ways to get into Gazelle. You play 1 Roar, 1 Rage. This one is reoccurable, so if you link summon twice, it sets itself. Get this off of your link 2, and you're fine. You play 1 of the Brick, even though sometimes you draw it. 1 Circle because it's at 1. And then you play your spells as 1 Monster Reborn, and 1 Upstart Goblin because it's 40 cards. And then you want to play 2 Cyclones. I like Cyclones because of the lock. They do that lock to where you can go into your extra deck, you could banish it, or just to get stuff off get stuff off the board. Works out. For the extra deck monsters, I'm gonna play 3 Balinks. It's really good. 3 Wolf. Card's broken. 1 Heat Leo. I would play the second if I had room in my extra deck, but I don't have room, so I'll play 1. That's all for the Salamangreats. And the reason I like playing this deck now is just because you got all this extra stuff you can play with now. Like, you got IP. It's actually affordable now. So you got IP. You got Appaloosa. Crusader Avramax. Nightmare Unicorn, which is a really good card with the IP. I usually just try to IP with Wolf on top. And then I'll link out these on their main phase, and I either go into Unicorn to pop a card, this card so they can't, you know, it's really hard to out this card for certain decks, this card to get 2 negates on board. That's for that. And then I also play this guy because he says game over sometimes unless they have an impermanent hand or something to stop you, then it's not game.
And he gets over Dragoons.
And he gets over Dragoons too. Yeah, he definitely gets over. He does target for his first effect. He doesn't target for his attack effect. And if they attack into him with Dragoons, he cannot be destroyed by battle. So he stays on board. Yeah, and then for the rank 4s, everybody plays 1 Axe Dweller and 1 Bagusa. these are mandatory, but I like playing Emerald too because it's, I don't know, I just like it. But
It's a good draw.
yeah, but Gusta's really good. He just he stops the field unless they're playing link decks. Then other than that, he can actually do some damage for your opponent. But yeah, that's the deck for that's the profile for Salamangreat. Thanks.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, guys. That was Joe, the clownest man on the team.
Mystic
Have
Ed.
a great night.